Hey, what can I help you with?
Hi, brought in this rifle. Was a fifth generation grandfather of mine. He fought for the North.
It's pretty cool that you have a personal connection to it.
This thing looks pretty old, Rick.
It is. Came to the pawn shop today to try to sell a rifle from the Civil War that has been in my family for 5 generations. I'd like to get a better motorcycle. I think the gun's probably worth over $5,000, but I wouldn't take anything less than $3,000 for it.
So how did you get it?
It's been in my family forever, been on the fireplace. It was made in Harpers Ferry, it's stamped on here. That's about all I know.
Okay.
This tells about the battles he was in. He was wounded in Fredericksburg. He took a lead ball to the knee.
Did he lose his leg? Was it amputated?
No, he wouldn't let him operate.
Yeah, well, more people died, I think, from the infection of the surgeries than
Definitely.
otherwise.
Muzzle-loading rifles like this were the most common weapon used in the Civil War. But having some personal history attached to it is really unusual. Civil War collectors love a story behind the piece.
Did you ever check to see if it was loaded?
No. You want to try?
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Be careful, Rick.
And it's loaded. You can tell it's loaded because when you stick the ramrod down, it doesn't go to the bottom of the barrel. So a ball and gunpowder are in this rifle.
Old gunpowder can last for over 100 years if it's sealed right. But you have to be careful no matter what. It could still fire. The gun's in pretty rough shape, but since you got some history for it, it's going to be worth a lot more. I have a buddy who's an expert in antique arms and armor, and he'll know everything about this. So let me go give the guy a call, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
Keep your finger off that trigger, man.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Sean, what's up?
I was gonna warn you to be careful, Sean, because this gun is loaded.
How'd you figure that out?
Well, Rick did.
The guys call me in whenever they get anything unusual in, especially when it comes to an antique weapon.
Wow, this thing has definitely been there and done that.
This one is dated 1854. And the fact that it's still loaded, but you're gonna come across collectors that don't want you to unload it because it's the way it was left, that's the way it should remain.
Okay, so I'm dying to know, what's the history?
It belonged to my fifth generation grandfather. In the third battle he was in, he took a ball to the leg. He survived that. He wouldn't let him operate.
So they didn't take his leg. Wow.
My aunt still has the ball that was in his leg.
No kidding.
Yeah.
In my business, I encounter a lot of people trying to associate a provenance with an item. In this case, I really hope that this is the real deal. Are there any identifying marks on the gun that connects the gun to the paperwork?
His initials are on the butt. His name was Amos Hall. It looks like they were put in with Brad's.
Wow, that's different.
It's not like these were put in yesterday. These
Yeah.
have been there for a long, long time. So that's a very good sign. When you have a document from the time period that connects a personal relative to the item, that changes everything and it establishes a real provenance.
So, what's it worth?
Just by itself, it has a certain value, but once you add a provenance to it, it bumps it up. With his discharge and this newspaper clipping, you're gonna look between $2,000 and maybe as much as $3,000 with the package.
Okay. Thanks, Sean.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
When the expert said it was worth $2,000 to $3,000, I was kind of surprised and disappointed. It's worth more than that to me.
Okay, so how much do you want for it?
Well, more than what he was saying it's worth.
And how much is that?
3,000 is like the minimum I would even think of.
I couldn't come close to that. You know, I'm thinking right around $1,400 bucks.
No, I don't think so.
You sure you can't do anything like that? I mean, I'd go as high as 15, but that would be it. I mean, I would really love to buy this. This is something that really looked cool on the wall.
Yeah, I really 3,000 is like the minimum I could possibly take for it.
You sure? I mean, that's it?
Yeah, it'll probably go back on the fireplace then.
All right, well, thanks for bringing it in anyway.
What it's worth to my family is a lot more than $1,500, and I'm going to keep the gun, but I'll probably put a little tag on it that says, warning, it is loaded.